Hey, good morning. This is John. Beautiful, crisp fall morning here in upstate New York. Another winter from Mother Nature. Check it out. It's great. The air is nice and cool, and the sun is nice and warm. So it's a nice contrast. Really, quite lovely, actually. Quite lovely. And so I got up this morning, and I was feeling a little, I don't know, ornery. And I laid in bed for a while, just clearing my head. And when I got downstairs, I had a message from a really good old friend of mine, and one of those little inspirational quotes, like a refrigerator magnet. It said, "There'll be bad times, but they're just there to remind you of the good things you're not paying attention to." And I thought, exclamation point, right, exactly. Reminded me of a couple of things. One, there are no small upsets to my peace of mind. Having a ornery, feeling out of place morning, or getting some other really strong news that's unpleasant can be dealt with in the exact same way. It takes some time. It's taken some time for me. But yeah, they're both equally upsetting to my peace of mind. If I let this upset me, get the day going in the wrong direction, who knows how it could degenerate exponentially. So I've gotten good at catching myself and realigning as quickly as possible. And it just, once again, shines the light on my ability to choose our God-given superpowers: attention, discernment, and free will. What you focus on expands. And so while I honor my path, I wasn't initially, could sense just feeling off. No reason in particular. Pick one. Pick a reason. What's going on? Nothing. Nothing's going on. Everything's fine. Put your hand in the grab bag of bullshit and pull something out to annoy yourself with. You know what? If I'm laughing, it's funny. Okay? I've done this for a living for 40 years, making people laugh. So if I'm laughing, that's funny. But whatever you pull out of the grab bag of bullshit and choose to shake around in front of you, just remember, you still hold the keys to the kingdom. You got the Willy Wonka golden ticket to the chocolate factory. At any time, it's within our power to focus our attention, to discern, this serves me, this doesn't serve me, and then energize that with free will. There are many days where I have nothing but my built-in habits to get me through the avalanche of unpleasant experiences that are washing over me. But you know what? They work for me. It's taken me a lifetime to figure out, the things that I can do on a daily basis to keep myself in a good head. And then I get the unexpected ones, like a friend I haven't heard from in a while, who sends me a goofy little refrigerator magnet saying, and I go, right, gotcha. It's the firecracker theory. Scientist, I guess it was an astrophysicist, explained this to me once. It's a great analogy, the firecracker theory. If there's an asteroid or a meteorite heading toward our Earth, and it's way out at the edges of the solar system, only the energy of a firecracker would be needed to change its trajectory and keep it from crashing into the Earth. Just saw another hawk take off. Spiritual meaning of hawk, wisdom, clear seeing. However, if that object was moving on a collision course with the Earth and made it, let's say, into the moon's orbit, now you're going to have to use the energy of perhaps a nuclear explosion to change the trajectory of that object. And so that's how I look at my day. If I get up and I can auto-correct as quickly as possible and realign it to how I want to experience the day, regardless of what's going on around me. I set off a little firecracker. Get myself, and in this case, the firecracker was sent to me by a friend. Thank you, Bruno. And that's all it took. That's all it took. Small inputs on the controls. I have a private pilot license, and I remember when I was practicing takeoffs and landings. This is for you, Carl, my buddy Carl, who got me my pilot's license. And I was really struggling with the landing part of it. And he was watching me intently and couldn't quite figure out what I was doing wrong. And we did a touch and go. And he said, go around again in the pattern. Let's see what you're doing. So I'm getting ready and I'm adjusting my controls and doing all my checks. And he says, oh, I see what you're doing. You're trying to land the plane. And I was like, yeah, duh. He said, no. He said, set the plane up for landing and let the plane land itself. And a giant light went off in my mind, like poof, like I suddenly saw what all the months of practice and ground school were trying to show me. Right, set the plane up. The plane is designed to fly, take off, fly, and land. It's designed to do that. You're the one that figures out where it's going, but the plane is designed to do that. Small inputs on the control. I was trying to force it on, trying to land it onto the runway instead of setting it up and letting it land. So it was a great analogy for me for my life when I found out that there's a much lighter way to live this experience. Nature, the universe, God has our back. He'll land this plane. Small inputs on the controls. If you're feeling fear like I was this morning, it's a sure sign you're relying on your own power. And I can understand why you're feeling fearful if you're relying on your own power, because our power is humans, that is, at the lowest level, is confined to survival. And that's why it's so fearful. We're just looking to survive, and life is trying to tell us, don't look to survive. Thrive, live, be free. So today, right now, I chose a little firecracker to bump me out of my fear. And I'm going to live and thrive today, right now. Hope you do the same.